Well, I'm in England touring with Marco Mendoza, and we're playing some of Marco's solo shows. The thing is that Marco worked with Thin Lizzy, Whitesnake, Ted Nugent, Neil Sean. I need to cover a lot of guitar tones. I've been working with Yamaha for a couple of years now, and when they came out with the Pacifica, we had a talk about let me spec just a standard Pacifica but with my specs, and we came up with this. It's totally just a standard Pacifica out of the box. It's just exactly the same guitar as you pick up in a store. I got the fret changed to jumbos, which makes a big difference for me because I grew up with that, jumbo fretted guitars like Ibanez and Charbel, Kramer. That was all jumboed, so that works for me. And then I think I found my all-time favorite pickup. Last year I started to play on P90s, but I was like, I like the touch and the power in a P90, but they were so noisy. So these guys are Seymour Duncan stacked P90s, one for bridge and one for neck, and they sound incredible. It's definitely my new favorite pickup from Seymour Duncan.
Hello, this is Seymour Duncan here in Santa Barbara, California, and I'm going to talk about the stack a little bit. I first came up with the stack idea back in the 80s, and I actually received a patent for it, and I started doing it for a guy named Michael Sembello. He had a record called Maniac, and I actually did it with Strats, and I had a coil on top of another. The way we had it wired up, the winding and the hookup made it a very quiet single coil style pickup. Over the years we've developed other model pickups, Telecasters, and then now we've been doing the P90 stack for a long time too, and we're doing them now for Green Day, which I'm very excited about.
When you open up the box, there's a little schematic, and it says that you can wire them in parallel and you can wire them in serial. It will sound single coilish or humbucker-ish, but noise cancelling. That's cool.
Basically, you have a coil on top, your traditional coil, and underneath you have same one, but it's like flipped over, like a mirror image of it in the winding direction. So in the middle you have your pole pieces, and then you have your actual blades on each side of it. And the neat thing about it, it's quiet and it's really unique. The pickup itself is needs a little modification because the height of it is a little bit higher than your traditional P90 that you would normally get, but it keeps the quiet and noise down, and it's very quiet when you need it.
Yeah, you can wire the whole circuit with push-pull pots, and I have that coil tap function, so you can actually go from serial to parallel wiring. You go from parallel to series just like that, and still noise cancelling. It's amazing. And even here, classic humbucker. Single coil. I mean, if I go here in that position like that, it's that classic kind of Les Paul-y mid position. If you do that, if you go here, it's more like a telly. If you do this, it's a nice thick clean. Now you have the mid-range from that one and the very clear high stuff from here. Or this, even another. It's all tools you need as a guitar player. It's really cool. So you can hear the humbucker, how it works with more distortion in the amp. in the humbucker position, it really acts and sounds like a proper humbucker. So now it's more like, you know, Richie Blackmore, Yngwie Malmsteen. Single coil. So it's really, I mean, it's a lot of nice tones, lots of good sound. Now check this out. This is incredible. I mean, I have pretty much, it's pretty high gain at the moment. Check it out. Pretty cool, isn't it? After Yamaha made me this guitar, I realized how important and how much it affects my way of playing. Depends on what guitar I'm actually playing, because I'm so used to the SG 2000s now. It's kind of my guitar, and I had it very low, and I have it like, you know, it's a really rocker. It's a vintage southern rock, badass, dirty guitar. But sometimes, I mean, sometimes you are you have a gig, or you do. At this very moment, I'm touring with Marco, and some of Marco's music is a little bit West Coast, a little bit of Lukather, like that, and I cannot play that kind of guitar on my SG. So when I got this, with these pickups and with the trem, I start to play in another way and kind of get inspired by the guitar actually. I mean, stuff like this, you know, when I do you know, that kind of Lukather kind of thing, I cannot do that on my SG. So it's really like a new tool for me, and also that very shiny, clean tone. This guitar took me into a project I had in my system for years, because I grew up in, you know, the 80s, and I was so into Steve Vai. Satriani was my hero. Gilbert changed my world. Nuno Bettencourt was my hero. Michael Lee Firkins, that guy. Greg Howe. All that music was just, it was all over my, you know, my mind. So when I got this guitar, I realized, whoa, wait a minute, we are a little bit back in that area. And then again, not at all, because it's P90s, it's vintage looking. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna record and produce my solo instrumental album. I'm gonna do it. So I'm actually at the moment recording an instrumental guitar album on this guitar, 10 songs instrumental. First time I heard this. Played it in many years, but first time I heard that, I was just like, Dad, what is that? Oh, that's Gary Moore. Wow. So I bought all his records. I'm a massive fan of Gary Moore. That slow kind of, you know, melodic instrumental music, and it's totally out of fashion, I know. It's just, but I mean, I do it because I can. Yeah. And everything is recorded on this guitar. String wise, I play the Dario, as you can see, and I'm quite picky about that. So standard tuning, I'm playing 10s. On the SG, I'm playing 11s. This one is in E flat 11s. If I take the SG to E flat, it's 12s. My low string on this will be 1149. Otherwise, I can, find myself overbending because it feels weird. But this works perfectly for me. Everything I do, like touring and news and stuff, will be on www.sorenandersen.net. .com is not available. Damn. But everything is on andersen.net.